We are here at Children's of Alabama, and Sam Brissett is actually in the hospital tonight. He's listed in good condition after that sign fell on him and his family. Now, city officials have released statements stating that they stand behind the family and support the family in this difficult time. But as far as any verbal responses, nothing had been really said until today. I talked to a man and he said only 2 intersections opposed. He said you can't get those odds in Vegas. But tonight, we're not in Vegas. We're here at Mountain Brook. We're about to go in and see what's going on. Inpatient care has been something that's been talked about a lot with Cooper Green. A lot of people nervous, but you're saying outsourcing is the ultimate solution. Tell me why that is. It lasted about 1 hour and 15 minutes. The judge went over feasibility, also the details of the compromise, the adjustment plan. And Mike, you know, you and I talked before I left the station, and we basically talked about how, yes, this will get the county out of bankruptcy, but it does not eliminate the county's debt. And right now I'm gonna look at my notes because I got a lot of information for you all. I've managed to make a few friends while I'm out here, and you see we're keeping cozy by the fire. As Jerry said, the temperature's dropped and you can feel it. You know, that is a hazard. You have to make sure you extinguish it. But even if you do that, once you go inside of your RV, something else could be waiting for you. Ani, yes, but it's still a heartbreaking thing for people here that live in the neighborhood. You can see the wreckage behind me. Everyone is still out just trying to piece all of this together. Something was wrong.
It shook. It shook my house. It woke everybody up in my house.
I heard a loud boom, explosion type sound, and it's kind of like, you know, when you feel like how the earthquake, like the shake.
The people in this neighborhood didn't know what it was until they went outside.
I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go and check on my neighbors and see what's going on, and had no idea that it was a plane that actually had crashed.
And now it's the scene of a National Transportation Safety Board investigation. A UPS plane crashed. 2 pilots died.
It's scary. It's scary because I often sit on the back of my deck. I just live 4 houses down the street. And I sit on my deck and I see how low the planes fly coming in. I can almost see the passengers.
But this, a plane broken in 2, is something the people in this neighborhood never wanted to see. Ani, many people have told me that they're viewing these pilots here as heroes today because they said that they believe that the pilots were able to land in that field and avoid houses. So they are thankful for that, but of course saddened by the loss of the life. For now, we're live here in Birmingham. Kalisha Whitman, Alabama's 13 News. City workers are there and they're helping get everything together. But one of the most amazing things that I've found over the last 2 days being at the Boutwell is that most of the volunteers are homeless.
No, it's great.
It's not your average closet.
I just look at them like that, and if they're good, I throw them over here.
Jerome McClellan refers to this as his baby.
I birthed it and raised it the way it is right now.
For 2 days, he's been sorting.
They're just like this. That's okay. Mississippi State University.
Folding. And organizing.
Nice shoes too.
This makeshift closet at Birmingham's Boutwell Auditorium is full of donations.
These are men's and women's pants and sweatpants and tops I've sorted. These are shirts and all kinds of shirts, and I've sorted and folded, and these over here has got to be folded and sorted right here. Whatever your personality is, we have the shoe for it. We got all shoes, clothes, jacket, sweaters, sweats, blankets, pillowcases, pillows, sheets, whatever you need, we have, anything.
The items are for the homeless. The Boutwell is a warming station, providing shelter from the temps that have dipped into the teens and single digits.
Looks like a lot, but when you get to doing it, it goes fast, ain't that much.
Jerome is helping, but like many volunteers here, he is homeless.
I'm homeless, and I use these places a lot, but sometimes it's good to volunteer and give back. Don't just take, give back. God bless you for it.
And he says one of his blessings, having a warm place to stay on a frigid winter day. And the last day for the warming station at the Boutwell, I was told, is Thursday. Live here in Birmingham, Kalisha Whitman, Alabama's 13 News. The theme of Giving Tuesday, helping. The mayor of Birmingham issued a proclamation and made it an official day. People at the Lyric hoped everyone would be generous. Through the cobwebs.
He died waiting for his cue.
And dead spiders.
killed on stage but died waiting for his cue, right? Something like that.
Glennie Brock.
I'm the volunteer coordinator with Birmingham Landmarks, which is the nonprofit organization that owns the Alabama Theater and the Lyric Theater.
Sees what the Lyric could be and recalls what it was at one time.
A lot of the giants, such as they were of early 20th century show business, performed here. Buster Keaton with his family, the Marx Brothers, Mae West. Roy Rogers was here and brought Trigger. Milton Berle was here as a young stand-up comedian at a point in his career when he would bring his mother with him on tour, and she would be a planted heckler in the audience.
Before integration, it was the only theater in Birmingham where blacks and whites could see the same show.
During segregation, all the theaters on 2nd and 3rd were white theaters. All the theaters on 4th were black theaters. The Lyric was the first, and for a long time, the only theater where black and white audiences saw the same show at the same time for the same price.
There were still differences.
The door on the other side is where the colored entrance was. So black patrons would have come in on 18th Street and gone up these stairs. It was not a bastion of progressivism by any stretch. There was still segregated entrances and segregated seating, but it was about as integrated a cultural space as existed in Birmingham.
A cultural space of the past that went unnoticed and unkept for years. Now, the lights at the Lyric are on.
This is what the Lyric looked like in June.
Its restoration process,
and this is what it looks like now,
is in progress.
We are close to the goal, but we're not quite there. This is the moment when we really need the people who care about the Lyric, who care about downtown, who care about theater, who care about who care about the city and its cultural life. This is the moment when we really need you.
Because when they light up the Lyric this time, they never want its luminosity to fade. And so far, 97% of the $7 million goal has been raised in downtown Birmingham. Kalisha Whitman, Alabama's 13 News. For now, we're live here in Birmingham. Kalisha Whitman, Alabama's 13 News.